Following up on, well, it started with fail stories. I was telling you that guy who got fired at McDonald's because he just got too overwhelmed.
It's so busy. I got to set a fire.
And then we got into this question. People were asked, have you ever seen someone get fired on their first day? And if so, what happened? Some reactions here. Fighting with a customer by getting in their face and yelling at them. The dumbass thought the company owed him loyalty for being an employee, but it was his first day.
And he's yelling at people?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was a first-day blackjack dealer. He took in $5 cash, exchanged it for a $500 chip.
Okay.
The lady stared at him for a good 20 seconds, picked up her chip, and left the building. Gaming took his badge shortly after.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but you don't just get hired off the street for that thing. There's all kinds of training.
Yeah.
First day, IT guy made his computer desktop wallpaper a Facebook picture of a female coworker he had just met.
Weirdo. So I get to know her interests.
Manifestation.
Our town's mayor forced his spoiled prick son to get a job at the restaurant where I worked. On his first day of training as a host, the kid sat in the waiting area looking at his phone instead of standing behind the host stand greeting the customers. The trainer tried to sort him out a couple of times, but he would just greet one customer, walk back to their table, and then go right back to sitting and on his phone. The manager came up to him. The kid sighed and said, I can't do this, and headed for the exit. They told him if he was going to walk off his shift, don't bother coming back. And the kid just waved on his way out. He only lasted a couple of hours.
All right, respect.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of like...
He didn't want that job.
That's kind of like my job at the Sam Goody, the music store.
Say, you know what? This is just not for me.
I made it to the lunch break, and that was about it.
That's not really getting fired either.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't really
It's a
fired.
mutual not
It's a party of company. Party of company.
That kind of happened when I worked at Sonic, the drive-in.
Yeah.
This was at the time where they were making people go on the roller skates.
Yeah.
And it was this guy's first day, and he was like using cars to like stop himself and like spilling drinks and like doing a terrible job. And was on his phone half the time. So they were like, you want to go? And he was like, yeah. So it was more like mutual understanding.
Hold on.
Morgan, have you ever been fired?
No, I have not. Actually.
Never?
No, I'm a great employee. What are you talking about?
Well, sometimes you're a good employee, and things is sometimes it's not even your fault. You just get caught up.
That's true.
Yeah,
no, I've been
scandal.
lucky. Never fired.
But hold on. You've never told us you've worked at Sonic before?
That was my first job ever.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was a car hop.
And you did roller skates and everything?
Yeah, I didn't. When I first started, we weren't doing the roller skates, but then that was what year was it? Like 2010 maybe, and they were trying to bring it back, like go back to the old school
driving.
Yeah.
What if you legit didn't know how?
Well, I didn't, and they had to teach me.
Oh,
I'd
nice.
already worked there for a year, and I was about to go to college, so I was like, you know what? I'll stay here. Let me just learn how to do it.
What was your favorite food item? So many questions.
What was my...
They had a Frito pie at one point.
I love their chicken strips.
That was really good.
Did you get free food during your shift?
Yeah, I got free food.
Nice.
Free slushies. I love the strawberry slush with the real fruit. Oh.
Hell yeah.
How about that sugar-free white raspberry slushie? That was pretty good.
Never had that.
Probably
That was way past my time, probably.
Yeah, it had to be.
Might be a newer
Sugar-free
thing because
stuff.
man, it's
Yeah.
really good. It doesn't taste sugar-free, that's for sure.
I've never tried that
Will
one.
you take Greg to prove that Sonics exist?
I know.
Yeah.
Where was
He's
this?
never really
Sonic
seen one.
Rock. They're so
Oh my
good.
God.
And the corn
I see their
dogs.
commercials every 5 minutes.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard.
Which one did you work at?
This was in Dallas, Texas, or a suburb outside of Dallas.
Yeah, like which one?
What, like the number of the store? I
No,
don't
like
know.
where? Like what neighborhood? What?
Rockwall, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
Sweet.
Specific,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shout
Yeah.
out.
Did you ever get fired, Sammy?
Never. Nope.
Never.
Never been fired.
Did you have a Sonic job? Ever?
Yeah.
Like a
What fast
Sonic
food
type
place?
job?
Not.
Yeah, you never had a cool Sonic
I
job.
worked at a restaurant.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called Islands.
I remember that
Yeah, the
place.
burger place.
Uh-huh.
I was a host/busser,
Oh.
and they were trying to promote me to Expo, and I was like, I'm not that into it. I mean, I was there
What's
for about
Expo?
a year.
Expediting.
Oh, okay.
What's
Yeah.
that?
That's between
Yeah,
the
like,
kitchen
yeah.
and the
You get-
servers.
Like
Oh,
you're working at the pass.
Oh, you get the food there faster?
Like you do Expo before becoming a server.
Yeah,
Right.
but you help
Oh.
get the food faster.
Yes.
Okay.
You get everything organized and
Like
stuff.
as
for
the orders are
servers.
coming up, you're
Okay.
checking things, letting
Right.
the
Do
waiters and
takeout
waitresses
stuff.
know.
Organizing. Now, hold
All right.
on.
I thank you for your service.
They should have kept you as host, though. You seem like you would be a good host at a restaurant.
I was.
Yeah. Now, I don't see her being a good busser, though, because that
I
requires...
was a great busser.
But that requires lifting heavy
A lot of
things.
Yeah.
strength.
No,
True.
I didn't have to lift anything heavy. It was just cups and plates.
She's like,
Yeah.
come get this. This is heavy.
I mean, like, because we
Medicine's been
carried
fired.
it. Yeah, we just
Yeah.
carried.
Greg's been fired. I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
fired.
Yep.
You've been fired, Seabass?
Yeah, well, okay, it's along the lines of this topic. So I've worked a couple of different bartending jobs, and there was one in my neighborhood, and it was great. I went there, passed the interview, did like a test shift, and they called me back the next day, said, it's just not working out.
Oh, damn.
You're fired!
And I figured out what it was. I knew it when it was happening. I didn't like making small talk with the regulars.
No kidding. Weird.
I didn't
That's so strange.
I didn't make
so
drinks
out of character.
Normally, you're like, blah, 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 blah.
like these guys like trying to start like, yeah, okay,
So
great.
they thought you were a psychopath.
All right, got some more Woody Show for you next. Hang on.
Turn it up.
Booyaka!
The Woody Show.